Now we will turn to the Real Estate Commission. Our Real Estate Commission consists of 9 members appointed by the mayor. 3 members must hold a broker's license, 2 must hold a property manager's license, and 2 must hold a salesperson's license, and 1 must be a licensed attorney, and 1 must be a consumer member. In addition to licensing real estate agents, the commission partners with local agencies and private organizations to provide licenses with continuing or for continuing education. I have valued Chairman Patreon's leadership over this commission throughout his tenure during the past 3 years. He and I have had many long conversations on local and national trends in real estate practices and on additional ways to ensure that the district's consumers are being served by properly credentialed professionals. As you know, the office is important in the development of real estate prices, as I call it, throughout the region. I think when people hear about real estate, they panic. Some panic thinking that this is an opportunity for my property to go on the market, and others panic by saying, oh my goodness, what will I find in the way of the units that I'm looking for? And so I'm very happy to welcome Mr. Pietrangelo to talk with us this morning about, we still are in morning, to talk with us this morning about the Real Estate Commission and their accomplishments over the past months. So welcome, sir.
Councilmember, we have a public witness first, Mr. Bates.
I'm sorry?
We have a public witness first, Mr. Bates.
Okay. I don't know if I have that quite like that. I don't. Maybe the pages got mixed up. Maybe that's it. Yes, I do have a page with the public. Yes, the pages got mixed up. Okay, so our public witness testimony, of course, we will receive first. And you say Mr. Bates?
Yes, Council Member. Mr. Fred Bates with the District of Columbia Association of Realtors has signed up to testify.
Okay. Mr. Bates, would you come forward to give your testimony? And my apologies, I guess my papers are all changed.
No problem.
Welcome. We're excited to have you.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Fred Bates. I'm the 2021 president of the DC Association of Realtors. DCAR represents over 3,000 realtors and real estate professionals. We voice our support for allowing the usage of online technology for real estate licensing, permanent use of online tools for continued education, and continue to advocate for the restoring of the Real Estate Guarantee and Education Fund. These issues all fall under the purview of the DC Real Estate Commission. First, we ask that the Real Estate Commission to permanently adapt online practices for real estate licensing. During the health and safety emergency, live requirements, as we have seen, present serious problems. The Real Estate Commission has very successfully moved online for continued education courses. We wholly support this. It allows licensees to remain in compliance with vast education requirements and expands educational opportunities for new licensees. We further encourage the online shift towards general real licensing procedures. The current live requirements are cumbersome even during normal times. Our neighboring jurisdictions successfully moved to these practices online. In our discussions with industry professionals, the district should have the ability, the capability to move licensing processes online with newly available technologies. This small step will have a tremendous regulatory benefit. Finally, the Real Estate Guarantee Fund is a consumer protection fund created over 30 years ago by the DC Council to protect the district citizens from unlawful conduct in real estate transactions, including property management companies in which there is a licensee involved. It allows consumers who obtain a judgment, such as fraud against a real estate licensee, to apply for payment for any outstanding judgment the licensee is unable to pay. The fund also provides educational programs to improve the competency of real estate licensees for public benefits. The money for it comes from a portion of the license fee from real estate brokers, salespersons, and property managers must pay. As you're aware, millions of dollars have been swept out of the fund. Most recently, it was completely zeroed out, all $4.6 million paid by licensees during the 2019 budget process. Only after immense advocacy was the statutory minimum restored. Then in fiscal year 2020, DCAR advocated to keep it afloat after it inched down due to new claims. In 2021, the 2021 budget left the fund understandably without further restoration. The fund is specifically meant to ensure consumers have a backstop to any losses they have incurred due to a real estate licensee acting poorly, not for general government purposes. Now we may be faced with another fee, another regulatory barrier. The licensee who's contributed to the fund have done so multiple times in statutory excess, and there would be plenty of monies available had it not been continuously rated. We anticipate working closely with the Real Estate Commission, DCRA, and the council on this issue over the coming weeks. As always, we thank you for the consideration of our views. We are happy to follow up with any additional information and answer any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Bates, for that testimony, very important testimony. If I might say that we will work with you to see how we can restore the guarantee fund. I don't remember the circumstances under which the fund was zeroed out. But I do remember that there was a generous discussion about the guarantee fund and how some monies were being, I'll say, eroding from the account. And so we'll work with you on hopefully restoring the 4.6 million.
Wonderful. We think it's very important.
We'll work with you on that. Your issue of adoption of online real licenses, you mentioned that another jurisdiction in the area does that now. Is that Maryland?
It's Maryland. Yes, they have 100% online licensing where the licenses are kept in a repository and digitally, and the brokerage doesn't have to keep the paper copy of it.
Okay. I don't know what is entailed, but we will inquire Mr. Petrantium when he speaks to see what can be done. So your issue is not e-notary, it is the ability to have the online, but you'd like to have e-notary as well, I can tell.
Like that also.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the paper licensing is pretty outdated. Everything in Maryland is done through PDF and through email, and the agent really has 100% control of where their license is held. I think it's a very good system.
Okay, we will work on that, and thank you very much for your testimony this morning. And
Okay.
so sorry again for the confusion. Um,
Oh, no problem.
Thank you very much.